Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Twitch of the Death Nerd. I am, as always, your host, the Fear Fan, and thank you for tuning in. So, I've been trying something a little bit different. This one's a bit of a slow burn so far, but I have been informed that I should keep going with it. So, I'm going to go ahead and do just that. We are playing Doki Literature Club, which has its own weird sort of... Bert! Good to see you. Good to see you. Like, I swear, it seems like everyone knows exactly what's going on with this game except for me. And I kind of like that, so please, no spoilers. Alrighty. Seriously, there are so many, like, high school girls on this, I feel like I am... Oh. Wait, did I already do this? I thought I saved. Oh, no, that's right, I stopped just short of doing that. Okay, we can do that. Who should I show my poem to first? Sayori... that's Annoying Neighbor Girls, Resident Sundare, I don't know if that's how you pronounce that, Yuri, the chick that I was kind of focusing on, and Monica, the class lead. Because you are uncultured, dude, that's why you're getting hentai. I'm kidding. It's not hentai, it's like slice of life so far, you know? Like, it's very dating sim up to this point. Thank you, Digital. Thank you. Over on YouTube, he is saying, I was streaming the game and no spoilers. Stephen, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Digital Drifter says YouTube took my stream down. There are scenes in the game that the YouTube algorithm doesn't like. That's alright, we are also streaming on Twitch, so if you are having a bit of an issue with watching us on YouTube and it stops us or takes us down or whatever, please tune in over on Twitch. Yummers. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri smiles gently to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something that you've never shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Stephen, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway, but books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So, when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Stephen. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. And, oh yeah, Newt, don't worry. The game itself adds a lot of that, and I have perfected my psychotic anime girl laugh. So, I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write, but it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. Your severed penis on my mantelpiece. But I haven't really done anything. No, That's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Steven. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. Man, you're right, bitch. Jesus, you are a fucking mess. What am I thinking? I really should be romancing one of the other girls. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others, but that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. I really don't like the protagonist that I'm playing. Like, he joins the club specifically because he wants to get into people's pants, which, like, is a very high school boy motivation, but, like, as a man turning 38 in a couple of weeks, he seems like a fucking dick. If you put it that way, yeah, we really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Beach, a marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray roiling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet, we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an insane thing to write about. Oh, inane thing. But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Alright, who should I show my poem to next? Well, since she mentioned Natsuki, let's go with Natsuki. Well, that's a fine fucking how do you do. Meh, I guess you really haven't learned anything after all. Honestly, I don't know why I got my hopes up in the first place. What? I didn't think this one was that bad. What did I do wrong? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Eh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know, Yuri would love this kind of, this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean, looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well... Oh, hey, Burr. Of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Steven. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. All right. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! God, they're all just fucking so passive-aggressive. It's fucking painful. This man should run. Just like turn and run. Never come back. Retreat. Become a neat. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Ah, God. Monica. Hi, Steven. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in the club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Oh yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down. I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure that she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, I'll show her my poem with you now, alright? Alright. So I don't get to see the poems from the other two today. They just decide to fuck off. Man. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer. All of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning. There is no purpose. And we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Well, that was fucking depressing. Darkness. No parents. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers and the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. Nobody tell her. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Welcome to my TED Talk. Yummers. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Oh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to, anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Itsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. That's okay, Burr. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Ooh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but you might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Okay, Newt, you keep making that suggestion. Is there, like, something about a Valley Girl voice that you, like, go in for or something? It's alright if so. I mean, everybody's got different things. Make it from New Jersey. Make it trashy. I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations and help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Steven. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks for you to handle. Oh, tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I'd be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned you would like to handle the baking on your own. Steven may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So, therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Steven to... Well, what are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Steven to decide how he'd like to contribute. Man. Throat's drying out. 1 second. This game is so fucking talky. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know, so I'm sure he's interested. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry, I was just saying though. Jeez, can we just settle all this already? Yeah. Steven, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... You know what, Berg? Go ahead, because otherwise this is going to kill my fucking voice. Tell you what, guys, let's just do a quick recess. I will pull up Discord, and let's see what we can do. Actually, hold on. There is something I'm going to have to set up first. Actually, no. Hold on. One moment. Let's up our production value. Back in just a minute. right, and welcome back. So let's do a little audio test. Burr, Jason, say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi, I'm gonna be Natsuki.
Okay, I think that's showing up. I saw an appropriate audio spike on the game audio. So, hey everybody, this is what these people sound like. Okay. Well, I've kind of gone with Yuri all along, so I'm gonna just double down. Yuri fever. Wait. No, wait, that is correct, I think.
Wait, what?
You know I say things that I don't know what they are. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri.
With me?
Thank you. Okay.
It's a little delayed.
That's okay.
Are you serious? I don't know why I'm so delayed. Why would you?
Well, actually, there is a built-in delay on the stream. There's like a 5-second. Okay, so this may be a bit of an issue. Hold up. I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna try sharing my screen with you two.
Okay.
And
Like doing in
like
Discord?
on Discord. And that might be a little bit easier.
That might help a lot, actually. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. I've done this before, sort of, with games that, you know, are multiplayer and somebody else is playing at the same time, but I've never tried to have somebody watch that.
Mm-hmm.
Just on Twitch and try to keep up verbally. Okay, so let's try this. And if it kills my quality or anything, let me know, as always.
At least it's Doki, so it's not like you're playing like a super high-tech RPG.
Yep, I'm not going to share the application audio because you already get it from,
Yeah,
you know.
that's fine.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click to the next screen right now.
Why would you?
Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean.
No. I was just saying.
So you'll be helping Yuri then?
Say my name!
Steven?
Steven! Maybe I should use that voice for Steven from here on out.
You
Just like,
stay. You can stay with Monica. That's fine. I'll just stay
Oh.
with Yuri, and he'll be
Okay.
Natsuki.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful.
Well, that's great to hear.
You two trading off on Monica?
Natsuki, will you be able
You
to
two
handle
are
the baking
adorable.
yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I'd be fine. Okay.
Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited?
Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'll look forward to it in a little bit.
You feel the same way, Steven?
Me? I guess you could say I'm interested in how it'll turn out.
That's good enough for me.
This is definitely turning. I'm definitely interested in how this is turning out. This is amazing.
I can't say Steven without losing it.
Jason's laughing his ass off.
I know. That's why I picked it.
What about you, Natsuki?
You gotta do the face when you say it. Steven.
Dot.
Dot.
Natsuki.
What? Why is everybody yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No. That's not what I meant at all.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Steven picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so...
I get it. I'm not surprised, though.
Why?
I love that I'm taking a drink of coffee while you guys are doing this. Like, if somebody watched before, they'll think that I'm the world's most talented ventriloquist.
Do you need a minute?
Give me an damn it!
Okay.
We're losing the audience! I'm kidding. We lost them a long time ago. It's not your fault.
It's okay. Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you tried to chew me up all of a sudden.
I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad.
I almost want to click through these at top speed just to, like, see if you guys can keep up. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone, but I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No, I don't. I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event.
I know what this is reminding me of. Kung Pao, Enter the Fist. Yes. Yes. Yes! I love it.
I believe you. Yeah!
Maybe you should both do Monica's lines at the same time.
You know what, though? It kind of actually... Okay.
I
Do
hope
it.
to see
Everyone do their best.
Yay! Come on, both of you! Together!
Well, with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Monica is Legion.
Alright, let's get out of here then.
I think we may have invented a new party game here, guys. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Eh? I turn around.
Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number?
I think that would be the best way, yes.
All right, then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers.
Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
Eh? My house?
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
Oh, I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house.
All right. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. Dude, I'll give you a hint. The reason rhymes with glut, glut, glut. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself, Steven. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something.
Wait, you don't actually think that, do you?
I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me.
You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. Please, please, please don't let the next line be gluck, gluck, gluck. I was only kidding. I chose to
They're
help
in
you
high
because that's
school.
what I wanted to do. I know! I was in high school, believe it or not.
But what?
Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Are you doing this method? Are you doing this method, Burr? Like, is your face all...
I'm making a face.
Yeah, okay, she's making the face. Good. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right?
I didn't realize.
I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. That is her thinking hard face. Mouth open. Like slightly vacant. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while.
Prolonged
It becomes
eye contact.
uncomfortable.
I believe you.
You're getting so many short lines here. I pause. I pause.
She's the shy girl.
I know! As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression.
And I'm really looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah,
Wink.
I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Wherever he went, Yuri followed. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening
baby.
when we're outside of school. A wow chicka wow wow. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. I'm going to sneak into her house tonight. It's already Sunday. Wow. I seriously can't wait. Well, you didn't fucking have to. Pretty clearly. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. Oh!
Dun, dun, dun.
She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I'll never put aside Yuri! I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. Okay, so... is Yuri a common name, and is the connotations of it like a frequent thing? Does anybody know more about Japan than me?
The only thing I know about the name or the word Yuri is it's basically the opposite hand of yaoi.
Yeah, I know.
As-
It's lesbians. But
Lesbians.
I'm wondering if, like, this girl is just going through her day-to-day school thing with people basically calling her Lesbians Jones, or the Japanese equivalent, you know?
I actually don't know.
Like, that would be just awful. Like I said, I have been to high school. I survived
Alas, I'm
it.
not that much of a weeb.
I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. Which makes it suck because I've abandoned her. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Please, please, don't just be a close-up of a dangling pair of ankles with a shadow being cast on the wall. Oh, God. Sayori? Oh. Actually, this is somehow worse. Hi, Steven. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. You did say that I should do Sayori, though?
Do you want me to read Sayori? Because I can.
No, I can do Sayori. I'm just, like, wondering, like, if there... You said there's a reason I should do Sayori?
Yep.
Okay. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. Her room is exceptionally fucking clean. Like, fucking look at that. Like, just what's the mess? This one little fucking paper ball that's obscured by my little logo down here.
It's a lot cleaner than my bedroom, that's for sure.
If this is messy... Oh, I'm sorry. There's a towel over there that is slightly off of that, and a hoodie over the back of her chair. What the fuck? You know, I'm starting to understand why Steven is single. He, like, has, like, unrealistically high standards for the women in his life. Like, get over yourself.
He just has OCD. He's a germaphobe. He needs clean all the time.
They're like... You know, women are people, man. Well, except for the ones who want to be put in a collar. And you know what? Forget I said anything. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Okay, I definitely want that weird fucking duck thing back there. That's, like, messed up. I love it. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then? Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Random direction! Okay, I can't see the screen, otherwise I would totally do the rest of her dialogue like that. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. Hey, thank you for the follow, Blue. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Steven. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. Cute dog. Must pet.
Always pet the puppo.
That's not the line. Silence, voice slave. I'm kidding. You can interject comments. I love banter. It's fine. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know, something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Steven. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. We've always lived here. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
Crippling depression.
Yup. People pleasing, masking her own absolute lack of joy. You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Stephen? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm
Same.
late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? It's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Yes, that's right. Make her feel worse for her depression getting in the way of telling you about her feelings. Show her that when she expresses herself, it actually does make you suffer. God, I'm sorry. This guy just, knows nothing about how people work.
As a recovering people pleaser too, I relate so hard to her with this because you never want to make your problem everyone else's. You just want to keep it to yourself.
That's true. Me, I've decided consciously to be everybody's problem all the time.
That's a better way to live, I think.
Indeed. I got myself a podcast and a stream so that I can do it
Yay!
24/7. You will listen to every fucking word I have to say. Every fucking word. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Stephen. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Well, that's a funny fucking thing to laugh at. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Stephen. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped us is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Ah, Stephen. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Stephen. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this, Stephen. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away, with violence if necessary. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Steven. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. Hurt me. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one when I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri?
Thank goodness.
Oh, right. I'm not alone.
I
Was a
got you.
long fucking scene.
Exposition!
Oh, that's my line. Oh, god damn it. They really need some different colored
They do.
font or something.
Like the one downside.
You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason.
It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Women, right? Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I take Yuri to my room. I do too. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious.
It's so clean.
I cleaned it before you came over, so... Oh, okay, so her room... Sayori's room is apparently a filthy, disgusting mess, but my slightly askance keyboard over here, and my books at slight angles are not enough to horrify and disgust her. Jeez, no wonder my best friend's depressed if I, keep judging her like that, according to these fucking standards.
That's very considerate of you to do.
No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Like Sayori's. I mean, God! Just God. She had a crumpled piece of paper. Can you fucking believe that, bitch? A crumpled piece of fucking paper. I almost blinded myself to avoid the sight.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
Ah, that would be even more embarrassing. Like Sayori should be embarrassed. Wait, don't look in there! I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Is that where he keeps the dildos?
Sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
Yep, that is definitely the sex toy drawer. Hey, Rotten, good to see you.
Where it keeps all the weird porn.
Oh, it's all weird porn. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements?
You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles.
Okay, so is this bitch gonna, like, have me, like, set out some candles, throw down some rose petals and so forth, all in the sake of research? Because if so, that's fucking smooth. Like, oh wow, I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I wanted to help take our guests to a faraway place.
Like Detroit!
Or Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that'll leave them wanting more.
In other words, I intend to leave them all deeply unsatisfied on an existential level.
She's gonna edge every single one of them.
Yeah! That's great! It's easy to forget you're a really intense person.
Oh. Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation.
And at that point, her purse began to buzz.
I was gonna use them during the poetry event. Ooh!
Oh!
Poetry. I've seen that before.
Well. I see we're doing the vagina monologues this year. Oh yeah, like what?
Let's see.
Yuri
I'm
rummages
shuffling.
through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. Oh shit! It's going down!
This dildo's been passed down in generations.
We're gonna work on the poetry iambic pentameter.
God, I love it.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room.
And then we say this cool poem about fuck, what was it in Corpse Party? A doll or something?
Yeah, the Sachiko's
Yeah.
Friends Forever. Whatever.
Chico's Friends Forever thing.
Yeah.
It just turns out this is a big side story leading into a sequel.
Oh my god. I want to see that crossover now.
That would be fucking cool.
I think that'd be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though?
My packet.
Wink.
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils.
Boo! Boo!
How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all.
Oh, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself, or murder your animals.
Actually, that is true. Birds do not react well to it.
Nor do cats.
Hmm.
You can even feel it permeate through your body.
That's the arsenic I infused the candles with.
The deadly nightshade.
Actually, to be honest, you can kill somebody that way by mixing candle wax with a poison, and it becomes aerosolized in the smoke.
Really?
Oh, yes.
That's really cool, actually.
Fun murder tips with the Fear Fan! Yay!
Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection.
Death.
It's almost like magic. Witchcraft.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. If it starts fucking vibrating, I'll probably just laugh a lot, but whatever. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. That's even better. Wow, that smells wonderful. A little like bleach. I wonder what kind of mood is that one for?
Jason from across the room goes, "Does this smell like chloroform to you?"
Yes. We need to do this.
He just passes out.
Yeah, she's pulling a what is it? That fucking she's pulling a The Prisoner on him. Just ugh. He wakes up. He's got a little fucking black suit with a badge on.
Mm-hmm.
Your line.
This is Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation, and it cuts the smell of the chloroform. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily.
My God, I am being microdosed.
Don't you think that'll be perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper? Oh, right, sorry.
Well, you're good. Did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper.
And then I stuff my bra.
I don't know. She's pretty packing as it is.
Yeah, and if you recall, like on the first meeting of the club, Natsuki. Okay, I thought that at first, but then I was wrong. I'm like shit at remembering names. Like accused her of going up a bra size overnight.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, she's stacked.
Yeah.
We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What will those be used for?
Well, I'm gonna cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Oh, so like a DIY bead curtain, basically.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Except
that be
paper
beautiful?
cuts.
Yeah. It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us inhaling the vapors from her oddly erectile aromatherapy device? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, Steven. You can write any characters you want.
She's into body writing.
I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
Oh, all right. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy.
Ah. Well,
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
you're gonna think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know.
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
I use this to gut raccoons in my spare time. Yeah, I promise.
Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives.
Oh!
They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is.
Actually, weirdly enough, her name's Yuri, and every lesbian I've ever known has had a knife collection. I don't know if it's like a thing. Like, I hear that there's like the stereotype of like sword lesbians. So, like, maybe it's just like a common thing. I don't know. I'm babbling here.
I do collect katanas. What does that say about me? The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. You have a knife. It's just really funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess, but I think it kind of suits you. Don't worry, Steven. Knives are into you, too.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool-looking knife. I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Yes, today we learned that sharp objects hurt us when we stab ourselves with them.
Ethan!
You're getting better
Why
at
did
that.
you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all.
It's a knife. It's all my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like paper. Oh no.
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look.
Ah.
She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound.
Oh.
I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back.
Oh.
She is fucking soaked right now.
Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri,
That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done.
the most embarrassing thing you've ever done so far.
Yeah. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. Lifting her hand, I pierce her palm with the blade, then rapidly begin downing the blood in long, canine-like laps of my tongue. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. How did I fucking know? Actually, this is very much my M.O. Oh, it's weird and awkward? Let's make it worse.
Ian, did you really just do that?
Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. What? What? You started it. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now, filled with a tinge of copper, as my finger continues to spurt endlessly onto my bedsheets.
You're so weird, Steven.
Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri? Calling me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
I don't think I need one, actually. It was just a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving.
The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Oh, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets.
Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets.
We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course not. If they turn out to be those little dinosaur sponges, I swear to God. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute.
Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted.
Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-sized glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri?
Yes?
I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay then. Ah, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint.
Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups.
So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
Ah, neat. What are you going to write?
Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you.
Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Okay, calling it right now. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah. It is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too.
Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself.
For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person, even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, or simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently.
I knew you'd understand.
Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers.
Yep.
Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt.
Yes, I am numb. I feel nothing. The only hurt I feel is when I harm myself. Okay.
It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me.
It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
Is there something on my face?
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Here, let me fix it.
Maybe not eating the paint is a good idea.
Yeah, with the way that Steven acts, I think he's eaten a little bit too much paint in his life. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel. Then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel.
Oh,
Is something wrong?
it's hot. I just didn't expect it.
It's always hot with me, baby. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Eh?
Just for a little longer. It feels really nice.
Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books, almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? The poison! It's taking effect! Run, man! Run! Yuri's gentle fingers, wrapped around my wrist, send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. I really hope I click this and the next image is like just that Shinji extreme close-up with the eyes like huge. That would be fucking... Yuri slowly pulls away.
Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
Yeah, blood loss will do that to you. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling in the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking.
I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now?
Not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true, but won't that take a while?
Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here than have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here.
Phew.
You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
Ah, no, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work.
Well,
Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there'd be more time as well.
It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
Oh, faster.
You're better.
Oh, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done right.
Yes, Yuri. Yeah, so... Oh.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door.
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring in tomorrow.
I will. Well, then,
Yuri fidgets.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow?
Wait, I kind of say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot, you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so...
You're very thoughtful, Stephen.
Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand.
I think
man.
I
was
kind
getting,
of like that about you.
I thought I was getting the Shinji close-up for a second.
Aw.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back.
So Sayori?
Eh? Oh, right, I do her lines. Ah, Hi, Steven. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Steven. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right?
Of course. Sayori beams.
Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. This is going to be like the worst cat fight ever if it happens. Like, just think about it. We have a self-harmer in one corner, and in the other, the depressed one who tries to make everybody else happy. So, like, one of them will be, like, sawing at herself, and the other one will be desperately trying to stop her and, like, put the knife, like, into herself.
I don't think it'll be an issue.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come over here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy, she says with tears welling in her eyes.
I'm so happy.
That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Steven? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? Bitch, you fucked up. It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Steven. If I wasn't here, you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. Oh, shit! Monica's guiding her into fucking... Wow! That's a fucking revelation. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. Oh, you should not have phrased it that way. You fucking idiot. Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Steven. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Steven, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anyone. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. A hot dickie. And that's what I'm going to give you.
He's just one mental breakdown away from a fucking murder-suicide.
Oh god, yes. Sayori. Oh, shit! Big choice. Save time.
So, I'm going to tell you something right now.
Okay.
The choice you make does not actually
Matter.
change anything. Yeah. Because what happens will happen no matter what.
I'm sure it will. Yeah, I'm starting to get like a bigger picture of what's going on here. Sayori. I hate this because this is something I have done in like, oh wow, my own issues peaking here.
Oops. Therapy, the game.
Yeah. To all those present, I have meant this when I have said it, just so that you know. This is not about you, my internal conflicts. Ugh. 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 I know it doesn't matter, but it matters to me. Damn you, game, for
It
making
matters
me
on
feel
a
things.
deep emotional level.
Now I'm just
But that's it.
Now I'm just seeing how rapidly I can make it make that sound.
There you go.
It's kind of fun. Yeah, whatever. I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me any more than I like you. I love you in the same way a man loves a good meringue pie. Or
Did the
the
last
way
drop?
I love anime. Seriously, fucking love it means so many fucking different things. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, stealing my money, eating my food, making me late for things, annoying the crap out of me constantly. Oh, sorry, I got a little bit lost there. Then I know we'll both be happy. Steven. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Steven, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I try to back away to find that she is clinging to me. I try to explain that I meant this metaphorically, but my fate is already sealed. I love you, Steven. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I want to be with me forever. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why, even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? Because you have fucking clinical depression, bitch. Get medicated. They're not going away at all, Steven. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. Yes, when you go to a psychiatrist. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay, I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. I want everything to be the same as it's always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's all really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Steven. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. Well, fuck you too! But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. I, a teenage boy, love you and promise you that I know what is best for you. I, who am not old enough to drive or legally drink alcohol, know what is best for you, a mentally ill girl a few years my junior. I'm sorry. Can't say that one with a straight face. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I am having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. Yes!
Conflicted.
Yes! Contacting her fucking therapist! I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. but I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Whatever it takes.
You know, for as much fun as we're having, this is a very accurate portrayal of depression. in
Oh, it
Sayori.
is. It is. I know that I'm like telling a lot of like fucked up jokes and stuff, but yeah, no, they actually are doing a pretty good job with being respectful with the material, honestly. Now let's mock her some more. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Yes, I had my perfect moment last night. Well, pill bottle, here I come! Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Netsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Steven! Oh,
I guess I could do her. Jason's eating, so.
Oh,
You're
even
the first
better.
one
Do
here.
it with your mouth open. It'll add distinctiveness to this. Like,
No.
Just like
yeah.
combine. Combine again for my pleasure.
All right, fine.
You're the
You're
first,
one
here.
here. Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy! I can see why I'm so good for her self-confidence.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And suddenly I feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. No shit! I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. Oh, good to know that you always thought of her like this. Eddie, you want to, like, open your mouth a little further, see how much more of your foot you can fit in, dude? But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You should take a little responsibility for her, Steven. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Monica knows all. Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all.
But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? I'm just picturing her, like, lurking in the bushes now.
Lurking in the shadows.
Oh, God, yes. That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Netsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head.
Are you reading every single one of these?
Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Ah! What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Steven? What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so...
Oh, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I didn't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Say, yep, called it. Called it like a chapter ago. Fucking called it. Me called it. Called it. Oh shit. Wow. Oh, goddamn. Oh shit. The game itself. My character is quite literally blue screening. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppress the urge to vomit. She still has that crumpled up piece of paper! Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. Then, why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Dadoy! Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always had been, I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Oink! I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 I already did that fucking poem. I'm not doing that.
The end! Or is it?
Doki Doki!
No.
You're not Just hang in there.
Look,
Yep.
she's not there.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Now I'm kind of getting into what it is they're actually trying to accomplish with this.
Yep.
I'm really.
Doki, doki. I
Oh.
love this game.
Hmm.
Oh, I can't wait till it figures out the other stuff.
Okay. So it's clear that there is a lot of meta-referential stuff.
Oh yes.
So. Now the question is, does it want me to load the game and try something different? Or does it want me to start a new game and try from the beginning?
Try loading something.
Okay.
If it'll let you.
Oh, okay. It deleted her from existence.
It totally did.
Oh, shit! Like it totally did. Oh. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attempt she might draw to herself. The girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away anyway. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking into school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Girls hate anime, right? The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Steven? Monica! Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here.
It's
been a while, right?
Right? I'm gonna join in. We're all three gonna do it. Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for
Oh,
some
I'm just looking for
supplies
some
my club.
supplies to use for club. Did you know if there's any
There's any
construction paper in here?
Or markers.
Or markers.
This is hard with 3 people.
It is, especially when I keep fucking up and forgetting whether I should or shouldn't.
Okay.
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Okay, here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to raise my hand, and then I'm going to bring it down when I start reading. And we
It
can
doesn't
all...
work because there's a delay in the camera, hun.
Ah! Shit. Okay, we'll just do our best. Actually, with you two, it works fine. Just stick with you two.
Okay.
Okay.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. A literature club.
Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she? A girl who likes manga?
Hey, Steven. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Especially when she keeps changing reality. Okay,
She's
I'm gonna
so beautiful and smart.
She is. Okay, so here's the thing, folks. In about I guess I better start a new one. Oh shit, it actually erased my previous save completely.
Yep.
Okay. So, all right. Now, in about 10 minutes, I am going to have to leave the house for a movie that I am going to be seeing, Ash. It's the new film from Flying Lotus. It should be on Shudder pretty soon, but it's getting a limited theatrical release, and I love sci-fi horror, so feel free to check out a trailer and maybe give it a shot yourselves. In the meantime, we will be back with more Doki Doki Literature Club. I feel like this is kind of the perfect spot to close things out for right now. Now, keep in mind, I have never played this before, so you are experiencing my live, natural reactions to this game as they occur. So, if you've enjoyed... I know you love it when I suffer. Anyway. Yes. Wait, hold on. I don't think they can hear you guys anymore. Yeah, that's right. Okay, sorry. Promise that I have not gone insane. I'm not speaking to glitched out versions of Zeph and Burr. Anyway, feel free to go ahead and hold on. Exit. Exit DDLC. Yes. So it's just so hard to think when I have that twinkly little music in my ear. So for those of you who are enjoying the game, feel free to follow, feel free to subscribe. We are on Tuesdays, we are on Thursdays, we are on Saturdays at approximately 7 p.m. Central Time. If you do, then you'll get notifications. Feel free to join our Discord as well. That's a great place to enjoy conversations with our lovely guest stars tonight and a whole bunch of other great people that you may have seen in chat. So, you all have a lovely one. And in the meantime, this is the Fear Fan.